So this is my last slide. I think of this slide, and I've used it many times over, because I think it really is sort of a reminder to me about the work that we're doing, not just me, but all of us are doing. I do a lot of clinical research. Much of the work that you've seen in this presentation is work that I've had the privilege of participating in through clinical trials. And I've written many clinical trials, and my pattern, because I'm an insomniac who doesn't like to sleep actually, is that I typically stay up really late at night, and sometimes I go to a restaurant and I'll write, because that's the time when I'm most productive, kind of between 11 and 3 a.m. in the morning. It's kind of crazy, I know. But that's when I am most inspired, so you gotta claim it. But one evening I was in a restaurant, and it was a Vietnamese restaurant that has fortune cookies, believe it or not. So I had the fortune cookie, and I opened the fortune cookie, and inside the fortune cookie, I came across this quote, and it was at the perfect time, because at that moment I was struggling with I was actually writing the cryoablation clinical trial, and I was struggling, trying to figure out the best way to design the trial at that moment. And when I read this fortune cookie before leaving the restaurant, it said to me, it explained to me exactly what I was trying to do and why I should continue to do what I'm doing. Perhaps not between 11 and 3 o'clock in the morning, but why I should continue to do what I'm doing. It said, we cannot direct the wind, but we can adjust the sails. And to me, what that means is I cannot change a woman's diagnosis when she comes to me with that diagnosis. If she's been diagnosed with breast cancer, there's no way to turn back the clock. I can't change that. But as a cancer provider, as a cancer researcher, what I can do is make sure that she has options to her for treatment of breast cancer that make the journey of breast cancer as smooth as possible, that we can change the long-term outcome. That 25-year journey or longer that she'll be on can be managed by the things that we do and that you've heard today. So this is what keeps me up at night still, but in a good way, because I think we have a lot to accomplish. I think we've made lots of gains, but I still think we have a lot to accomplish to improve the options that we have to offer cancer survivors. And I plan to remain in that fight, just as others here, to make sure that in addition to reducing the need for transfusion, we can reduce the need for many of the things that have been done before that are beneficial in terms of survival, but maybe very burdensome in terms of quality of life and survivorship.